Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another What Culture Wrestling reaction video. This video is titled 10 Current WWE Wrestlers Most Likely to Leave for AEW. So yeah, All Elite Wrestling, if you guys haven't heard, they are like pretty much rising through the ranks. Yeah, they got Cody Rhodes over there. I think he's like pretty much I wouldn't really consider him like another Triple H. Like he's like I think he's kind of has like a is he the chairman? I don't even know Cody Rhodes' position over in AEW and things. So but I know he has like a high end position and stuff in there. And just recently his brother Goldust Dustin Rhodes, he just went there. And I remember when he was leaving WWE and they were talking about that. And I was just like, oh man, I wonder what he's gonna do now and things. And then once I seen that he went over there, I was just like, oh well, that does make sense. Like it is your brother's, I think company. I don't even know what to like. I think Cody Rhodes. I don't even know if he's I don't know what Cody Rhodes does over there, but he has an important job over there. But yeah, then just recently, Dean Ambrose, but now he's like John Moxley. What is his name? Like I guess that was his original name before Dean Ambrose, and then he became Dean Ambrose in WWE, and now he's this other guy and things. And I thought that's like he was gonna use that name and come back and be this whole different person and stuff. I'm like that'd be kind of weird, but WWE hasn't had like a weird storyline in a while now. And then when I seen he went over to AEW, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what? Like that's crazy. And then I think they were saying CM Punk. There's like I think I heard somewhere that AJ, CM Punk's wife, she just signed the contract with AEW, and then I think they said that they're finalizing CM Punk's contract with AEW. So yeah, most likely they're gonna be over there because CM Punk wasn't doing so hot in UFC. He might still try to be a UFC fighter, but who knows? Who knows what CM Punk plans on doing? But he's like good as a wrestler. Like that dude, he had people watching when he was on TV and things. And I feel like UFC just wasn't cut out for him. Like I ain't trying to crush the man's dreams and all. If he wants to still do UFC, bro, that is on you. Do what you want to do, man. But anyways, let's see the current WWE wrestlers. I did hear that some wrestlers did like contact AEW, and WWE wrestlers, they did contact AEW and they want to be over there. So yeah. And then there was all like AEW's coming out on TV. I'm gonna probably watch it. I'm gonna definitely have to watch it and things just to see what it's all about. But yeah. And that being said, let's get into this video. Make sure you guys go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling for more videos like this. And that being said, let's get into this video. Let me make sure some things. All right.
The rules have changed. A few years ago, a few people would leave WWE to see what else was going on outside its door.
Jack Swagger, though, no, he seemed like he's enjoying. He might just be like an MMA fighter now. I don't know if Jack Swagger, if he'll go over to AEW. He might, like later on in his career, or he might come back to WWE. But yeah, I think he's just gonna do MMA. He might have signed with them.
Obvious option. New Japan's always been enticing, but it didn't feel like it created too much of a fuss outside the hardcore. And then came AEW, almost triggering a stir, given that Chris Jericho made his intentions known from the outset. He almost got Pac through the door, and John Moxley, the former Dean Ambrose, has utterly revived his career because of it. He's gone from another guy to the hottest thing in wrestling, and you have to imagine a lot of other people are looking at what's happening and fancy a piece of the pie. That's doubly true if they're sat under Vince McMahon's watch doing nothing. I'm Simon from What Culture, and this is 10 current WWE wrestlers.
I know Vince is probably like boiling right now. Like I don't know, like I gotta read more about this, like what happened and things for this, like, but I heard like WWE, there's like some shady things be happening. I don't know, that's just from what I heard, but yeah, it's like there's some stuff going on in the wrestling world. Like this is gonna be like some real life drama, man.
Most likely to leave for AEW. Number 10, Cesaro. Maybe not one that immediately jumps to mind, but absolutely someone who has just cause. Cesaro has never been.
It would make sense. It really would make sense, because I feel like, me personally, I feel like Cesaro, like he did have this Sheamus thing going on for a while. a lot of people was feeling that. And it was like, what? Did they even have like a falling? It wasn't even a major falling out that they had like as partners and things. They probably just decided, okay, we just gonna stop being partners. But it ain't like lead into no storyline. It ain't lead into something crazy, you know. But like Cesaro, if he did leave, it would just it would be like, wow, he left, and you know, like dang. So who we're gonna see like him spinning around people and stuff, but. It would make sense if he did leave. It makes sense. It would make sense.
Due in WWE, despite teases after winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and since breaking up with Sheamus, it doesn't seem as if WWE has any major plans for him. He has some new music, but that's about it. Recently, he has reminded everyone how good he is with matches against Rey Mysterio and Ricochet, which only refueled some fans' desire to see the Swiss Superman at least have a shot at the top of the card. The bar was fine while it lasted, but even that had run its course by the end. Cesaro was left to kinda hang around in one-off storylines that don't go anywhere. Could he shift across when his contract comes due? There's enough evidence to justify it, so let's watch this space. Number 9, EC3. I think we can all say with...
I don't know, like... I haven't really seen him on TV that much. Like, they hyped that man up. They showed his trailer every week. I can't even think of a time where I was sitting down watching this man wrestle. So, if he does go, then it's like, bro I don't know. I feel like that he really wasn't on WWE that much. Like, I feel like that they did not book this man for anything. Like, what? I think... throughout the time, like maybe 2-3 matches. Like I think that's like probably the time when I looked up from on my phone or from uploading videos, and that's when I seen him on TV. Maybe a cutscene here and there, but yeah, like that man, they were promoting him like a crap ton. Like what was it, last year? And they should have booked him more. Like I feel like that he's one of those wrestlers where he should have like all them trailers that they showed of him. Like, they should have had this man wrestling every single week. He should have been, like, the second Roman Reigns. Because it was like, this man, they did all that promotion for what?
Certainty that EC3 is never going to get a proper run in WWE.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but be it his run as Derek Bateman in the former NXT, or when he got called up to the main roster, the company just doesn't seem that interested. I mean, he was in the Battle Royal at WrestleMania 35, and in terms of television, we've only seen him have his ass kicked by Braun Strowman, and sometimes look a bit disinterested as he pretends to care about the 24/7 title. It's even worse for him because he proved he could do it in TNA, and there were glimpses of this during his NXT period where he was actually allowed to have an opportunity. He was a viable contender for the North American Championship at one point. That feels like a million miles away. If he did move to AEW, not only would he likely have a bee in his bonnet, which would light a fire under him, with the freedom to actually cut a promo and have matches, he could have fun again. Number 8, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen him, Nakamura, but yeah, like that EC3, like they've had him maybe in like 2-3 matches and some cutscenes. Like that's pretty much what it was. Like they showed him in the backstage maybe a few times, but that was it. Like this 24/7 thing. Like maybe they should have done that for him. Like R-Truth, to me, because they have like R-Truth as this 24/7 champion right now. Now, this is just my opinion, but R-Truth is a legend. Okay, R-Truth, to me, he is just that like classical funny guy in wrestling right now. He is a legend, all right? If it had been like him, and because right now they got like the what was the guy? He was the manager of those two like bigger wrestlers. He just had a wedding, and R-Truth just pinned him at his wedding and stuff. But that guy, I don't know his name by heart and things, but yeah, it's like they come on, man. Like you guys, you did all that promotion showing his trailer and stuff. You guys should have had him in some matches. Like I said, I thought this man was just like, because I was getting tired of seeing that trailer. I was just like, okay, they need to put him in some matches. And honestly, I forget about this guy until I see him or until somebody mentions his name. Like now, like I wasn't even thinking about that man. If he left WWE, I was like, oh, all right then, I guess.
Nakamura. Another call-up that has floundered on the main roster. The best way to think about Nakamura under the WWE umbrella is to remember what he did down in NXT. Wonderful matches against Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe can never be forgotten, as long as we hold on to the memories. Ever since he's been on Raw and SmackDown, though, he's been presented as nothing more than a mid-carder. Put against top-tier talent, you still see flashes of brilliance, but disappointing feuds with AJ Styles where the focus was on low blows or odd gimmicks that go nowhere, like the United States of Nakamerica pulled a rug from underneath him. I know he won the Royal Rumble, but simply answer this. Does he feel like a Rumble winner today? I would say no. So with that said, AEW would be an awesome new home for Shinsuke. There's 3 matches waiting there from the off.
He could have a more of a career
I would like
there.
to see Omega versus Shinsuke, so make that happen. Number 7, Chad Gable. Another one that was good at NXT and then just vanished by the time they were called up. Chad Gable hasn't been given.
Honestly, because, I mean, I don't know, like, from watching this man's matches, I would see him going, like, I was about to say AED. Like, I don't know where that came from. AEW, they might hire him, but I don't know. Not to be, like, rude on the man's career. He seems more of, like, a TNA, like, wrestler or NXT, but I feel like right now, like, AEW being like the highest competitor right now to WWE, they're trying to get like big names and stuff. So somebody like EC3 or Chad Gable, I feel like that they would definitely be fit like in NXT or TNA. Nakamura, he could have, like, I don't know, maybe if they brighten his character a little bit more in WWE, then he could probably be like a well, not a mid card, like main card. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say, but yeah, if they like brighten his character a little bit more and things like had him do a little bit more, then yeah, he could probably be a main card person and stuff. But yeah, Chad Gable, I don't know. If he does, they're going to have to, like, make him... Because I don't know, he kind of got, like, a John Cena vibe thing going on and stuff. That's what I'm getting from him. So, they would have to make him, like, if he did go over to AEW, they got to make him, like, a dark person. Like, this man got a dark personality. He don't like nobody. He has to just be a dark person, all right? Because I don't know, Chad Gable, he, like, you know, he had something with... Kurt Angle's son, but yeah, it was, I don't know, man. It's they would need to make him like as a dark person.
Chance. American Alpha were kicking ass at first in the big time, but as soon as WWE decided to make Jason Jordan the illegitimate child of Kurt Angle, Gable was left with nothing to do and seemingly no intention to give him anything to do either. He was just there, and as I'm saying these words, he just got moved to 205 Live. WWE also threw him into some tag teams with Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Roode.
I think they were saying that 205 Live, I forgot about that too. I think they were saying that he got, like, a lot of people like the fact that he's over there. So yeah, 205 Live, like, I was trying to think, like, I don't know, because TNA ain't really his thing either. But 205 Live, like, I feel like that would be perfect for him. I feel like that would be a perfect spot for him.
While the latter had some momentum, it was never treated as a serious deal, even when they won the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Yeah.
I mean, do you even remember that happened? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't, because WWE doesn't either. So as he's pretty much...
That'd be another thing. There are like 10 things WWE wants you to forget about.
Touch fruit in WWE, but has a good following. That's a perfect combo for somewhere like AEW, who would rally behind a guy like Gable and give him his due. Never forget that he's a damn Olympian. The guy can go. Number 6, Ali. Poor Ali. Picked for superstardom until an injury at the worst possible time chopped him down. He never got another chance, and today...
Maybe if, like, him and Ricochet, like, because I feel like I don't know, like, because he just got here. So what he was displaying, now I feel like that he has more of a, like, a chance in WWE. But, like, yeah, him and, like, Ricochet, like, they had, like, I don't know, like, a rival or, like, a partnership. Like, if they went up against each other, I feel like people will be interested in that. So I'm like, that's Ali. I don't. Ali is one of the guys that maybe 205 Live, maybe. But AEW, like, he could go over there. It could be a possibility. But WWE, they better keep Ali, because if he leaves, then, like, y'all lost out. Like, you guys seriously lost out. Like, that's just, like, you guys need to, like, do something, man.
He's just there. kind of got worse too, as at Money in the Bank 2019, he had his hands on the briefcase until Brock Lesnar's music hit, who proceeded to eat him alive. The worst part was the former 205 Live star had no idea this was going to happen, as WWE had decided to keep it from all the performers. That makes sense. Ali himself did seem a little annoyed by this, as he took to Twitter to say this was the most wrestling Lesnar has done all year, and ever since he's still been trying to find something to do himself. It's not like there isn't potential there though. He's had
Wow, that's messed up that they said that they didn't even know. Like, wow. That's crazy. I had been mad. I about like, here it was. I was supposed to be winning, and then all of a sudden, yeah, that's like, come on now. Like, Brock Lesnar had like what? That's just, I don't know. That's kind of messed up. And it's like, now of course, you know, you can't really book no rival him and Brock Lesnar unless like you just want this man to just get demolished, because it's like you see Brock Lesnar going up against some of the greatest names in WWE and they be hanging with him, but I feel like Ali, like, who was it? They tore him apart. Like, dang, I can't even think who was it. I don't know, but it was I just remember there was a time that I like Ali. I think that's when he had that injury maybe, and he was just getting thrown all over. Was it Samoa Joe? I think it was Samoa Joe. Yeah, it was Samoa Joe, and then, yeah, that was, like, you know, something like that and things, but, man, like, yeah, that's, they shouldn't do that to people. They should have had him win the champion, or not championship, but Money in the Bank thing, if he was already there. I just hurry up and grabbed it. I'm like, nah, this ain't happening, all right?
Matches with the likes of Daniel Bryan and Andrade on SmackDown, and at one point fans were behind him. They just stopped when they realized that WWE weren't. Ali would be great in AEW, given it's a platform where in-ring talent is considered super important, and it's a sensible move if he's not going to get a story soon. Why just hang around? It may not be the most shocking of moves, but it would be one that works all around, I'd say. Number 5, the Revival. A move that will surely happen as soon as it can. The Revival are clearly sick of WWE and want to leave. I mean, it was heavily rumored a few months ago that they had actively asked for their release and got told no. Since then, nothing.
I do remember that. I do remember they were, something like that came out. They was just like, the Revival might be leaving WWE. Dang. So if when their contracts expire, then yeah, I can see that'll probably be one of AEW's like first major tag teams. So if they do go, then it's probably be the best for them and things. Like, not to push them out of WWE, but if they want out of WWE and then AEW does, like, yeah, I feel like that they'll probably be one of the first like major tag teams. It's like they build up more of a name for themselves.
Changed. So I doubt Dash and Dawson feel any differently about it. There's also a built-in story here when it comes to the Young Bucks. Those lot have been going at it for years on Twitter, and there's even a joke in being the elite. You either know what FTR means or you don't, and if you don't, it doesn't mean friendship the Revival. If that match ever got announced, fans would go mad, and it's only ever going to go down in AEW at this stage. The narrative is ready, and we just need our players under the same roof. You have to think the Revival are even more ready to hightail it too, given that one of their last storylines had them acting like their penises were on fire. Not really what anybody wants to do now, is it? No amount of Raw Tag Team Championship runs is going to change that. Number 4, Gallows and Anderson. Given that the WWE Tag Division needs teams, it seems crazy that Gallows and Andersons aren't used more. They're really good, hence why when they first arrived, everybody was excited. The pair had a good show with the Bullet Club, which meant there was prior relationships with AJ Styles and Finn Balor, and to begin, things were great. They kicked ass in 2016 and were presented as a force, smashing the Usos.
2016 was just a good year, so yeah, if that's... Yeah, wrestlers when they had like their shots and stuff, but yeah, 2016 was just a good year for a lot of people and things, so that explains that.
So's around the ring. It's been downhill since here though, to the point that as of June 2019 we don't even see them on TV. Who knows what they'll be doing by the time you hear this. And yeah, sure, they won the Raw Tag Belts at the Royal Rumble in 2017. What else can we shout about? Literally nothing. It's likely why it came out in March 2019 that they had rejected.
Even they kind of mentioned it in WWE. AJ Styles, they was just all like, "Oh, you guys haven't wrestled, did this and did that and stuff." Like, yeah, that's facts.
Deals from WWE and intend to leave when they come due later in the year. Surely that means it's time to head for AEW, and if they debuted at the All Out pay-per-view, I don't think anybody would be too shocked. It would feel like an utter coming back to form for two guys who deserve it. It's just a shame.
Got some more water.
WWE never used them like.
Gotta have a second bottle on standby.
Number 3, Noam Dar. One that will divide people. Noam Dar at one point was a hero on the indie scene with standout matches in Ring of Honor, Progress, and WCPW.
I only really watch Raw and SmackDown. I've been meaning to like watch other. I just wish that stuff would come on TV. Like I don't like this whole pay this amount of money to watch this show and things. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to do all of that. Like most likely, I'm never gonna watch all the shows on there and things. Like like it's. Like, I'm a cheap individual, so if there's some names in here that do get mentioned I don't know about, I apologize. Yes, I know, but I'm a cheap individual. I'm like the father from Everybody Hates Chris. I don't believe in paying for stuff that doesn't even need no paying for. So, yeah, maybe if they brought this guy to the main roster, then I would know about him and stuff, but... Yeah, like, wasn't he even doing that at one point, having, like, 205 people fighting on Raw and SmackDown to, like, kind of bring in some more, like, they need to do that more often. It ain't like they just, the fans that they got are the only fans that they have. Like, no, y'all are gaining fans every day, so they need to know everything that's happening in the WWE.
Now defiant. Wherever he went, a bunch of eyes followed. After debuting in WWE's Cruiserweight Classic in 2016 and having a short run alongside Alicia Fox, Star hasn't really done anything because he hasn't been put in the position
I remember him now.
A horrible injury in 2017 took him away for 5 months. When he came back, he was on NXT UK going after Pete Dunne's championship. Really though, it feels like the Scotsman could use a new home after doing all he can in the WWE, and AEW could be the spotlight position that gets him back to prominence.
Yeah, I remember when
There's
that Alicia Fox situation.
In WWE's
yeah, I remember
now.
Division. Okay.
Given that Dar stands
just forgot the
a
name.
little more because of his background, he may be a nice fit. He could do a lot worse, that's for sure. Number 2, Rusev. Rusev is the greatest person to ever exist. Came out on a tank at WrestleMania, for goodness sake. Back then, too, it seemed like WWE were quite high on the Bulgarian brute. He was undefeated, had a decent US title run, and the potential was there. He may have been a stereotypical foreign heel, but clearly he could do more than that. A top guy's spot beckoned. Instead, WWE just went cold on him. Not helped at all by disastrous booking where Lana would be crazy and then with him again. He wasn't even allowed to jump on the momentum drummed up by Rusev Day. That seemed destined to revitalize his career, and instead it became a huge albatross hanging.
Brother, like the picture that they just showed, the 3 Rusev in the middle, like the dude on the far right kind of looked like a friend of mine from school, but he's Samoan and a little bit lighter, so I was just like, dang, like, if my friend was like if he was about my shade like that, he would look, they'd be like the doppelganger, a brother or something.
Ruru's neck. It's mad in many ways, and there's so much more to him, and he's one of those guys that would feel like a big deal in AEW.
Yes.
He'd have a slight rub of the green in WWE without being over-pushed or past his prime. As with many on this list, he'd have that creative freedom too. Either way, he does offer something different, and if All Elite Wrestling wanted to capitalize on that, I think it would be a win-win situation all around. Yes. Number 1, Luke Harper. Imagine having Luke Harper on your books and keeping him off TV. That is crazy. Not seen since WrestleMania 35. Before that, Harper hadn't been seen much at SummerSlam 2018, which just sums up how he's been treated post-Wyatt family. And yeah, some of this was injury related, but with rumors that a proposed storyline with Sami Zayn were thrown out the window because McMahon doesn't get Luke, well, that doesn't bode well at all. How you can't get him, I don't know, but I'm not Vinnie Mac, in case you have been confused. Harper tried to make the best of this by asking for his release in April 2019, but that was denied by the boss, which also makes no sense. You don't rate him, and yet he can't leave. Okay, let's just have him sit in the back instead. It means Harper is there for a while unless McMahon changes his mind, but when his contract is up in May 2020, AEW should be all over him. He is one of a kind in terms of how he looks and how he works, and he can have a good war with anyone.
Vince probably got something up his sleeves. Like, this video is almost over.
It should probably serve as a good sign to WWE to not piss off all their talent too. Many of them are already eyeing AEW. Don't push them out the door and into somebody else's loving embrace. Know of any other current WWE wrestlers who are likely to leave for AEW? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Then head over to WhatCulture.com and read yourself some articles, and follow WhatCulture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. My name is Simon from WhatCulture, and I will talk to you again soon.
Yeah, I think Vince, he got something up his sleeves. Like, something just doesn't make any, like, that's just not adding up, or it's not making any sense, because you got these guys, and their contracts is getting, like, close to expiring, and it seems like WWE, like, you be watching and time just flies by so fast in there. So he might be trying to negotiate another contract deal, or try to, like, write some more stories or do something to where, all of these guys are involved. They're getting the fame and the popular, like, all that stuff, everything that they deserve in the job that they're currently in and stuff. Like, I think he's trying to give them as much as they possibly can. But yeah, it's like if they ain't doing anything, then you just got them just sitting on the bench. Like, yeah, they'd, like, of course they're gonna be wanting to leave. Of course they're gonna want their contract to, like, they ain't gonna be wanting to be a wrestler anymore, or not a wrestler anymore. But they don't want to be in a business, and it's like they ain't being, like, used for what they're good at. So yeah, that's messed up, man. That's really messed up. But some of these wrestlers, I can see it happening. I can see it happening if they do go over to AEW. And I think there's, like, AEW supposed to go on, like, TNT or something like that the end of the year. So I'm gonna be watching. And stuff. And I'm definitely gonna be talking about some of the things that be going on in there and stuff. So yeah. It's gonna be interesting seeing what goes on and stuff. Then it's like when they're on TV, they both compete. I hope that it doesn't come on a day where it's like a Monday or a Tuesday or something. Like, they better do this like on a Friday when people coming home from work. Like, don't try to compete with people flipping back and forth. You got one good match going on and another good. Don't do that to people. Do not do that to people, please. All right. So, anyways, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.